I welcome all of you for today's discussion on sacral chakra. Welcome back. Today I'm here to talk about sacral chakra or the Swadhisthana Chakra, which is the second chakra in sequence. Today's video is going to be all about the elements of sacral chakra and how we really live a passionate life through it when it is working beautifully. Secondly, what are the energies which are really helpful acting through the center and really helping us to manage our life very effectively. And towards the end, I'm going to discuss a wonderful manifestation technique by Neville Goddard, which is all about using the energy of the center for manifestation. Yes, for manifestation. This center is all the beginning of understanding our own true potential to manifest our desire. So let's begin the whole journey. This center, as per to Sanskrit text, Shata Chakra Nirupam, is also known as Swadhisthana Chakra. Swadhisthana means knowing your own essence, knowing your own self, and accepting that is the essence of this center. This center is all backed up by the power which we have received from the root chakra. The root chakra was with 4 petals, but now we have graduated and moved to the next level of having 6 petals. So in terms of sacred geometry, we are moving to certain complex dynamics. And here we are talking about the dynamics of maintaining and sustaining life beautifully through this chakra. What are the main energies which govern this chakra? So here, the main energy is the energy of water. So one who is able to harness the energy of water in the body is able to really feel the flow in the system and inside their body. The other energy which works here in the center is the energy of moon. The energy of moon cycle or the lunar cycle and the water cycle or the fluids in the body go completely hand in hand. The moon, as per to astrology, is also the center of the feminine energy of mother and emotion. So this center also handles all kind of emotion and bring emotional intelligence to us. The main energy which acts through the center is the energy of Hari. Hari is the youthful form of Vishnu, one of the form of Vishnu. Vishnu is that energy which really helps us to sustain and maintain life. The other masculine energy which acts through this particular chakra is the energy of Varuna. Varuna is that energy which really helps to control and manage the water element, which means it really helps to manage the emotions beautifully. Again, the animal which the Varuna rides on is the crocodile. So you will find a crocodile as well on this center. Crocodile, as per to Srimad Bhagavad Gita, is one of the animal which has attained the excellence among all the other water beings. So this particular animal, crocodile, when is balanced, is beautifully able to handle the water element, as well as this particular animal is equally dangerous to completely destroy and disrupt the being's life. It's very dangerous in the opposite direction as well. The feminine energy which is acting in the center is the energy of Lakini. You will find at every center or the chakra there is a masculine or there are masculine energy and a specific feminine energy. When the masculine and the feminine energy are in balance, our chakra is acting balanced and beautifully. Another very important thing which I would like to here mention is about the essence of working on a specific chakra. You will find through internet that there are many sites which give you a complete package of all the 7 chakras together. You may keep on working on root, then sacral, and then heart, then solar plexus, then heart, and simultaneously you can keep on moving upward. And it gives you a 7 days package or something like that. But something very important which I want to really establish and really make a note on it is that our main problem area chakra is the root chakra. So one who is able to handle the root chakra energy, you will find once you start moving to the next, you will face less disturbance. Otherwise as well, I mean, I've seen there are many beautiful heart chakra meditation people have been practicing, but the point is that they keep on having negative thoughts, negative feeling, negative disruption, despite trying to love themselves, despite being more compassionate towards other. It comes as a very compulsive act. Oh, how can I be really be passionate and really compassionate towards other being when I have faced so much of injustice? Because you're not able to heal the root chakra, you're not able to heal yourself. As a result, what happens is the counter negative current comes very, very high on you. So the trick here is to work on the root chakra. But how will I get to know, if you do not have a guru or a guide, how will I get to know that I am really quite balanced and quite effective with my root chakra? Apart from feeling more secure, apart from feeling more protected in a given environment, the basic thing which you will feel and which you will start observing once you have started working on root chakra is that your self-talk, the quality of your self-talk will improve. You will have less negative talks with yourself. Even in the most drastic negative situation, you will talk to yourself very, very positively in a very positive light. And these are the signs for yourself to make feel very comfortable that yes, Eureka, you have been doing brilliant, and you can really work on the other important aspects of the next higher chakras. You can certainly move on to the other chakras simultaneously. I just shared my opinion when I was guided with root chakra. It's long back, and I was also very tempted to work on all the chakras simultaneously. And it was very inquisitive sometimes to really know what next. But my guru and guide really didn't allow me to move on to the next level, and I felt maybe I'm not doing anything. So these are the signs. You are really, sometimes you really feel very demotivated that maybe I'm not doing anything and I'm not moving forward. These are the signs which I'm trying to share with you, that you are really moving forward, and all of that is bringing significant shift within you. So the Lakini's energy, which I described, is the energy of the feminine energy, which is acting and is all about the lavishness, is all about the prosperity, is all about the well-being. But the same energy is very intoxicated as well. So here, even I would like to mention that the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus, again these three, the feminine energy is very, very intoxicated mind by nature. As a result, we tend to fall into a prey of more materialistic achievement. We tend to fall a prey of more physical attachment very easily if we are not oriented towards the higher reality of life. If you're not oriented towards what is your main purpose in your life, you can easily get diverted towards more materialistic success, more greed, more money, more materialistic things, which is the nature of this chakra in essence. So To get into the more balanced way, it is always to understand what is your main purpose. And that's why when you are manifesting or you're looking for the fulfillment of the desire, it's very, very suggested you look for the main higher purpose in the guideline as well. This center is the first center where we start working on the self-love. Yes, here we start working on self-love because we start accepting ourselves. This is also a stage of self-discovery, because previously you try to see yourself through others' vision, through others' perception, how people have defined you, how people would like you to work on. So the root chakra is all about the family values, family perception, family belief system, which you all carry with you. Also, why I'm again and again going back to the root, because the same energy impact your sacral as well. So again, going back to the roots, because here we very beautifully learn that at the very young age, like the age bracket of 5 months to 9 years, how you were treated by your family, how you really established healthy boundaries, how your family members really helped you to establish healthy boundaries, how you were able to nourish love and care among the family members, how you were considered a worthy being. All of that you may not understand, but all of that indirectly impacted you at a very deep core level, and that's the basis of all the other manifested relationship in your life, including your core other relationship. The same thing, the same rejection and fear we keep on continuing. When we do not work with the root, what happens and what is the result? Why I'm again and again talking about the root is that because many times I've seen, and you will also witness, that we keep on making bad choices in relationship, bad choices at professional level, despite having the intelligence, despite having the knowledge about right and wrong. Why we get succumbed to wrong relationship or long such kind of choices? It's only that the mind got trained at a very initial stage about what is your self-belief about a relationship, what is your self-belief about the respect in a relationship. All of that is predefined at a very, very young age. You may have gone through a very educated background despite your self-belief, but your self-belief do not leave you out, and as a result of that you face quite a lot of maybe turmoil, maybe rejection, maybe toxic relationship. All of that is cause which has gathered from the very beginning. So the sacral is that very point. When we reach to the sacral, we are ready to accept ourselves as we are. Now this is the state when we are able to accept ourselves, which is about our emotion, which is about our knowledge, which is about our intellectual ability in every essence. So the acceptance is not in terms of any kind of pride, but a beautiful energy of knowingness. You reach to a beautiful energy of knowingness about you, which gives you a great power when you start acting to the next chakra of solar plexus, which gives you beautiful power to act, to bring action to the outside world. So this particular chakra, as I was just saying, is the beginning of self-love. And this particular chakra is mostly, in most of the cases, whether you talk of the root or the sacral, there are quite a lot of turmoil people face, and that's the reason these chakras are not always in a very balanced state. Although there are wonderful beings who have been able to use their creative energy, because this center is also about our creative power. This really helps them to accept themselves slightly in a better off position compared to many others. Saying that, now I'm going to talk about the other important aspect of this particular chakra, which is, as I just mentioned, the creative potential. So the creative potential is ability of being able to ideate, being able to express new things in order. Not just in terms of any artistic creation, if that is there, that is beautiful, but creative expression exists within every being, and it is our birthright to be able to express that in some form or other. It's not about the kind of career you choose, but you also have that blessed ability to passionately accept the essence of the beauty which exists within you. Because when you accept that within you, you start accepting beauty in other beingness as well, and you start appreciating that rather than feeling insecure, rather than feeling overreacting towards things. You get to a very balanced approach of what you see outside is also your own representation or your own reflection at a different level. So at a fundamental core level, this chakra helps you to appreciate your own beauty. The beauty here is not about the skin deep beauty or just about understanding beauty through senses, but it is something more deep about you in total essence, because you are a unique being in this world. You have same kind of nose or hands and legs like any other human being. That is the outer structure we all have same, but the internal dynamics is your own unique contribution to the world, and that makes you as a unique being. This center really helps you to understand your unique beauty in essence, which is very responsible for expressing that in your life. So maybe you are in any kind of career, whatever choice of career you have chosen, but what makes you really alive, what makes you really passionate about life? If you are able to note down all those things, if you are able to act on those areas, you are able to really synchronize and use the energy of the center beautifully. Now, talking about the activation and balancing this center, you can certainly find there are lots of wonderful videos which suggest there are different yoga posture, eating things which are orange in color, again chanting one mantra. But what I will like to suggest is do anything but with mindfulness. Appreciate your beingness and appreciate you in a sense for every small or little thing which you are doing, apart from the magnificent thing which you are doing. So one of the beautiful technique which I learned through Louis Hay's work was that if you're doing something good and you really feel the difference in your outside world, go back to the mirror and say to yourself how wonderful I have done to myself today. It's really magnificent. And if you're not doing anything that magnificent and it was not that remarkable, still go back to the mirror and tell that it's okay. Today may be not that great day and it may not be that significant. All of this really helps to nurture and guide the subconscious, and subconscious energy is the main energy which acts through the center, and that's why this center is all about intuition as the power. Now, if we go through other esoteric sciences like the Egyptian alchemy, they also have the similar kind of chakra system. Even in some of the study, it is said that the South Indian Dravids have traveled to that part of the world, Egypt, and they all have shared the knowledge together, and that's why you will find there is a great similarity in the chakra science as per to Indian Vedic system and the Egyptian alchemy. So as per to the Egyptian alchemy, this particular center is known as the cycle of Heru, and here the main energy of Ka, which is the spirit energy, which is the energy of intuition, which is the mother's energy, which is the subconscious mind's energy, act beautifully. So to harness the subconscious energy, we need to be really very comfortable within ourselves. We need to really accept ourselves fully. Many places, when I was reading through internet, at many places I have seen people have mentioned this center is all about sexual energy. Well, what I would like to mention, this center is about harnessing sexual energy to live a very passionate life. Well, sex as an act with the chosen divine counterpart is when you are able to express your true essence beautifully, and as a result you are accepting yourself in the most raw, in the most vulnerable manner. One who is able to be intimate with their own essence, and this particular center really helps us to establish that, established in terms of our body, established in every dimension. So intimate with our own senses of our own understanding of our beingness can translate the same thing and share the same thing with the chosen divine counterpart. As a result, this center is live in action. It has the most potent energy of creation. And that's why the creative energy has the most potent energy of manifestation. Now I'm going to talk about the Navigator's secret technique of manifestation, where he suggested about Andrew's breathing technique. If any of you have gone through Dr. Pillai's work and his meditation, this particular aspect of Navigator's teaching is very similar to one of those Vedic breathing practice and meditation practice. So let's try to understand this. A detail of this I have tried to mention in the description area. You can go through the detail of the clip and listen to Navigator's voice and the recording. That's beautiful. It's wonderfully done. I'm going to take the main sides of his lecture, where he says about a manifestation technique through breathing, through feeling, and through being into that emotional state. So he says that I see through the mind's eye, and then I get into the emotional state. The second important thing, I get into the emotional state for the manifestation, whatever I want to manifest. First of all, I try to create the picture, see through my mind's eye, and second, I get into that emotional state. Third, I breathe in and out. I create a rhythm. So here he tried to establish there is nothing as right rhythm or wrong rhythm. You have to understand what is your own rhythm to create synergy inside. I get into a breathing rhythm, or breathe in and breathe out. And then I explode. After a deep inhalation, I explode. So this deep inhalation, after that there is a hold, there is a hold of time, and then there is an explosion, which he defines is very much like a psychic sexual act, because the way we use this potent energy within us is the main way we can create higher dimensions of manifestations in life. That's one of the part. If you have been listening to Dr. Pillai's meditation, this particular technique is very similar to practicing meditation. Meditation, which are also being practiced and being shared worldwide through Venn diaries as per to part of Venn diaries meditations and teaching technique. And they all talk about using sexual energy and power and passing it on across through the spine and then sharing it across the world or the outside world. Here, the point which Neville Goddard mentioned is how we are able to maintain that rhythm, how we are able to create that picture, have our rhythm, hold it, and then share it out, give it out. So I just thought it's a wonderful technique which I would like to share with all of you, because this center is the beginning or the main center of manifestation. If anyone is able to handle this energy creatively, beautifully, he or she is able to really manifest higher secrets in life. It's not just in Neville Goddard's teaching, but in Best of the Manifestation Guide. If you read through the work of Napoleon Hills or Florence Scovel-Shine, you will find even Abraham Hicks, you will find they're all talking about how to use this energy and harness it for higher purpose. So I just thought this technique was really intense and meaningful for your manifestation in your life. You can certainly try it for a meaningful difference. Thank you so much. And apart from the other activation technique into the center, which I just now mentioned about eating orange color food, yoga and aromatherapy, all of that is all based on your own skill set, as I mentioned in the previous video. So please understand your skill set, and then you can choose any specific style as per to your type. But what I would like you to further experiment even is to see through this Neville Goddard's work. This is really life-changing. How can you really use the potent power within yourself? Thank you so much and have a wonderful life. Take care.